sheet.
But they won't, if you sign an application, we have to sign this if you will, if you won't.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah, Chris is strong arming you. That's up to you.
We can discuss it.
I think we should.
Yeah, we should.
Oh, we're live.
Me and Chris already had our discussion, so.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This end of the day. Thanks, appreciate it. I didn't wanna.
So Paul has updated ones from these.
Oh,
Yeah, I have this current one, so whatever you have on the table right now is not.
Okay.
So I'll throw these away. Let's just-
So do you want to do this part first and then we can do other things?
Well, that's what the agenda says.
Oh, is that what it says?
You want to do the budget first, then we'll have discussion after?
If you want to, sure. Okay. That's how you shine.
Take one, pass it around, please.
Okay.
do you want one, Bill?
Oh, but not the one.
Yep.
Take one, pass it down.
Thank you.
Yes.
Did you want to make up a sign-in sheet?
Where's the clipboard?
That's on my desk.
It's, hey Mom,
What?
can you grab that clipboard right there?
Good work on your last one, Danny.
Oh,
Yes. And then turn and burn, but don't pick up brush. Look at that, and we twice in one meeting.
What do you mean?
I was useful twice in one meeting.
I can go.
Thank you.
Everybody all set?
Yes, it
Yes.
should be on.
I can't see it.
It appears to be.
It's behind the donuts.
Behind the donuts, okay. If you take the single sheet of paper that I passed out with the article on it,
Mm-hmm.
that's the actual question that we got back from the lawyer. That's why it's stated the way it is. And it states, shall the town vote to appropriate $229,468.37 from the town's unassigned fund balance to cover overdrafts for fiscal year 2024 through 2025 in town accounts shown below. There's 5 columns there. The only departments listed, the ones that, departments that are listed showing you either they have an overage or they have unexpended. Here we go. We'll do the first one, general government. The budget was $1,024,545. It has an unexpended balance of $44,917.81. The numbers that I'm giving you here are listed on the sheet that I passed out if you want to verify them. Animal control, the budget was $13,763. The unexpended balance is $6,784.83. Legal fees, the budget was $35,000. We overdrafted that by $35,586.17. I'll get back to the expected revenues afterwards. Dispatch budget was $76,500. It's overdrafted by $3,704.85. Contingency, the budget was $30,000, unexpended $30,000. Codes and land use, $154,000 was the budget, $154,612. Unexpended is $13,143.64. Rec department budget is $1,000, unexpended $41.27. Transfer station, the budget was $596,403. Unexpended is $63,504.52. Highway department, $848,722 is the budget. Overdrafted by $120,527.21. Fire and rescue budget was $871,127. Overdrafted by $66,534.94. Library budget was $26,706. Underexpended, is $808.27. General assistance budget was $9,500. Unexpended, $9,155.62. Cemetery budget was $34,752. That was overdrafted by $3,115.20. Total budget was $3,722,630. Unexpended funds is $168,355.96. Total overdraft is $229,468.37. Under expected revenues for legal fees, there was a settlement reached of $26,000. $10,000 was paid immediately. $16,000 will be coming in at a later date. So we have a total of $26,000 coming in from a settlement.
Can I ask a question about that, Paul?
Yes.
Is that the one that was in here? That's 10 years before he has to pay the 16,000?
No, it's not.
How long is it?
4 years.
4 years?
Yes. Highway Department, FEMA reimbursement that they have notified us that we'll be receiving is $40,730.06. That will be going up a little bit because the $2,400 we put in for the burning of all the brush has not been processed yet. We won't get the full amount of $2,400, but we'll get a portion of that, and that will be added to this.
So on the expense summary, it says $102,410 for outside services. What outside services was that?
Which one are we looking at?
On page 5 of the expense report,
Which,
They're all headlines.
it says outside services.
Right, and you go down, it shows you.
It says services.
Right, the overages were under that.
you doing highway?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to which one you got.
Oh, that's the total of all of the outside services.
Right, so if you go down, it shows you which line items were under outside services.
Right.
So sanding is one, sanding was 40,000 over. Ditching is $30,000 over.
Coal patch.
Coal patch.
How, where do you come up with them numbers? Like how can the town, what's the sense of even having a budget for the highway department if you just spend what you want to spend? Explain that to me. If you can.
I can't. I'll be honest with you, I can't.
Like coal patching, 42,000 over. The town owns the 1 ton, right?
Yes.
The town owns the hot box.
Right?
That's somebody's salary.
But are they using the hot box? They're not using it, are they?
but it doesn't matter how much, I mean.
$42,000?
Figure
I
tonnage
know.
rate on coal patch. How many tons of coal patch do you have to put down to spend $50,000? You could pave a road almost.
I mean, it's the same with sanding. 40,000 over on sanding. How many storms did we actually have last year to be 40,000 over budget? I mean, you got 140,000 and you spend 178,000. How? Explain it to me. How you can spend that much money on a mild winter? Like I told little Chris today. I plowed for the town for 20 years. I saw storms where we were out 4 days straight without stopping. And the town wasn't over budget like we are now.
Well, this is just a summary, so if it was detailed, then you would see.
Do you want the
what
detail?
Well, you have it. But I mean, this is just, the number, but in the detail, you would actually
But I'm
see.
just saying, you must see week over week, you must see discrepancies.
I mean, they're signing the warrant, so how couldn't
But
they?
that's what I'm saying, like,
Who's to say, hey, you're going over budget on your coal patching, stop coal patching, costing the town a fortune for coal patching the roads?
Well, we have two alternatives. We don't patch the holes.
You don't anyhow.
Well, we must be doing some holes because we're not getting a ton of complaints. Granted, we're still getting complaints. But
Hey, can I make a comment?
Make comment on your want.
Thank you. I think we should just move forward because we have a new road commissioner, things are different now. We can't change any of this. We don't even have,
But ain't you curious where the money went?
I'm always curious as to where money goes, but
Does it bother, as a taxpayer, not
it
as a
bothers
board?
me a lot.
Okay,
It bothers me a lot.
so shouldn't it be questioned where the money
Well, what are we
went?
gonna do? What recourse do we have? We don't have the same road commissioner. We can't drag him in here.
it wouldn't come anyway.
We just have to move forward. I'm not happy, Chris. I'm not happy at all. But we have to.
But who's overseeing the purse strings? That's what I'm
I
asking.
think the road commissioner we have now is more,
But shouldn't somebody like on the select board say, hey, you're going over budget, stop spending money on that? You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. but I
Especially when
wasn't
you're
here.
40,000 over. When does it stop? Just keep spending?
well, that's what happened.
That's
Can I ask a question, Chris?
Go ahead.
So I just was looking through the expense summary report. The balance in the marijuana department, is that an overdraft of $27,680? And why wouldn't that be included in these?
you don't, the marijuana is a separate issue.
Okay.
It has, I forgot, about $500,000 in the bank right now.
Marijuana money can only be used on marijuana, so it can't be included in our budget.
But the only thing you'll see on here is the money coming out. You won't see any money going in.
Well, there was money going in, $9,488.
Right, but you won't see the big number, the 500,000 that's there.
So this department doesn't actually have an overdraft of $27,000.
No, that's why I say.
And it doesn't have a budget anymore. It used to, when we first started the marijuana ordinance. It used to have its own budget, but it doesn't now.
Go ahead, Chris.
I just want to say one more thing, not so much about the roads, but it shows a systemic breakdown, and I've said that since I joined the board. You guys are all about moving forward, and so am I. But we can't just rest on the fact that we have a new road commissioner and he's gonna be a great guy. There still needs to be oversight. I don't care how great of a person somebody is and what they voted, what they ran on. Systems need to be put in place in this town so that this doesn't happen again. It's been a systemic issue for 50 years, and that's why this town is the way it is, and our roads are the way it is, and our fire station's the way it is, and we're never gonna get out of this mire unless we come up with real, change moving forward, top
Accountability.
down.
Well, we can't do that in budget committee.
You're absolutely right, but as a taxpayer and as
This is
somebody on,
budget.
okay, but it's budgets that we're spending and we're wasting them, which is a budget.
What is the goal of our meeting tonight? What do we need to do?
You need to vote on yes or no on the top
That's it?
article.
Can I
Yes.
can I ask a clarifying question? Okay, so I watched the meeting where it was discussed. So how I understood it and how I will vote is, Paul, even though we're voting on $229,468.37, if you actually look at everything that we have coming in, it was initially thought that it was about $10,000. And this is literally not asking for $229,000. This is just asking for permission to allocate and distribute funds amongst accounts.
That's correct.
Okay. My only clarifying question is, so I know that there was $175,000, $175,440.17 of unapplied EMS revenue. Is that correct?
That was the
So,
33%, Paul.
So,
Oh, okay.
so there was
It's not-
$241,000-ish of revenue received that was not included in what our total deficit was. So we don't actually have a deficit, correct?
Correct.
We have a credit balance technically of $175,000.
Plus whatever other revenue we got from other departments.
S-
Because codes last year brought in like 80,000.
Right. So I guess my only feedback would be, like, obviously we need to vote to be able to move, you got to be able to move money around to be able to balance books. I'm not arguing that. But my concern is that this does kind of falsely imply or lead people to believe that there is a deficit in this amount when in fact we're actually have a credit balance at the end of the day. So are we planning on drafting some sort of explanation for the voters that they can pick up on voting day so that they can actually understand that this is an accounting technicality and not an actual budget deficit?
It's an open town meeting. The purpose for that is to allow us to speak to the public.
Because we're doing it
Explain
by hands. Yes. Okay. Okay.
So technically, this is not a balance to their budget. If you want to know how that actually works.
I know
is
how it
that-
works. Thank you.
Well, okay, then well, I'll explain it so other people
Okay,
understand. 'Cause
perfect.
You asked the question, so you obviously didn't
I do
understand it.
understand it.
So this money is revenue for the town. This money continually comes into the town. It's not counted against their budget. So technically, they do actually have an over budget expense going on. They were over budget and they were over budget by $66,000. The money coming in does not go to offset that over budget. That goes into the town's general fund as revenue created by a town service. So that money, 1/3 of it, we vote to go into a CIP fund to fund a new ambulance or a new fire truck. And I think, didn't it go to 40% in June, Paul?
Yes.
Yeah.
For this,
So 40% of it is going to go into that CIP fund to fund a new ambulance, but it is still not technically fire department money. So it doesn't matter if that number was 66,000 that they were over budget, $1 over budget, or $1 million over budget. It doesn't matter. The $241,975 is the town's return on their investment into the fire trucks, into the medical supplies, into the personnel.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
yeah.
Go ahead.
While we're on fire, can I add two more numbers to the expected revenue column? $6,807.61.
Say it again, Paul, please.
$6,807.61. That was the money they received for doing the details.
$6,871.
No, $6,807. 6807, sorry,
Okay. And how many cents, Paul? Sorry.
61,
6-1. And that was detail from
4x4.
4x4.
How many events?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Do you have a cost on that? How much it cost us to have that detail? Just curious.
I have what they paid them, so that's what for the different events.
Okay, so how much did that cost us to make $6,807?
Well, what they charge is to cover 100%.
Covers the wages.
Covers wages, truck, rental,
Perfect.
And-
So that is
and-
covering us breaking even.
and chief's fee. He gets a fee as well.
Okay, and so that breaks us even.
Right.
Okay,
That's the purpose.
thank you.
So they charge us $1,701.90 per event.
It varies because it depends what they had to have for coverage.
So you're putting that money into the general fund? I thought we had a huge discussion about that
It goes
in
into the general fund.
the select board meeting this year, where there were some concerns about the fact that that revenue was not being applied back to,
We can't do it.
right? But weren't there like some really detailed conversations about how that was affecting the bottom line for the salary?
Well, it definitely
Yeah.
affects the salary. And then there's also a FEMA reimbursement that's not showed. It came in for $9,824.75.
And what was that
What was
for?
that? Was that FEMA for who or don't you
It
know?
was a fire grant.
And that was the April storm, and I believe the fire grant is the one they're still looking for.
It says fire grant. On the paper.
Correct. Yeah, the fire grant is the one they're still looking
Yeah,
for.
but I'm just reading what it says on the.
Yeah, it's
on the
incorrect.
report.
I'm just saying, it's incorrect.
Yeah.
The
I can't argue.
$9,824 was their FEMA
That's it.
money.
The treasurer.
That's okay. It can
Now,
still be incorrect.
the 15,000 is not come in.
It has not, because
It's
I know
not.
that was one of the questions I asked Tuesday.
Yes, yeah. We searched for it today, and it's not come in.
Thank you.
You had a question, Chris?
Africa.
Oh, okay.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you done talking? Or no?
I am.
So all the overdrafts, like legal fees was overdrafted, dispatch was overdrafted, highway, fire, and the cemetery. They were all went over their budget.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Are we gonna update this again before we do it?
Can't change it now.
We can't, no. So I was gonna say we should put in the contract here. I thought I saw it on one of the older drafts.
Do you have the, since we're having income on everything else, do you have the income the cemetery brought in that went into general fund? Do you know what that number is?
No, I do not. I don't have that one.
Okay. But there is income that came in, doesn't offset, it goes in the general fund like every other revenue.
No, it does not.
Where does it go?
It goes into the cemetery trust fund. Because that's your perpetual care.
And that doesn't offset this at all? So, I don't understand what the difference is. I'm sorry, I'm going to be,
Perpetual care can't cover the cost because there's so many plots that have already been sold and they've been
Is that
cared for so many years. Every town's the same.
that's not why it doesn't go to offset this. Why doesn't that money go to
It
offset?
does, it goes towards offsetting it, but there's a difference in how much is in that trust.
Thank you, Paul.
Anything that comes into the cemetery right now is in perpetual care.
Okay. And perpetual care does not include the mowing?
Perpetual care right now is not.
Jesus has nothing to do with
You
it.
sitting this one out, obviously.
Perpetual care, the way it's set up right now, the interest money coming off that can be used for the mowing.
Okay.
To this time frame, the board has not set up a method to do that.
Okay, so that's my answer, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Now, on the bottom, just so you do the numbers, the net over expended, if you take the overdraft of 229, 468, 37, and the unexpended funds of 168, 355, 90.96, it leaves a balance of $61,112.41. Then when you take that and the $61,112.41 and apply the $307,705.17 of expected revenues, it wipes everything out. So what we are doing, as you said before, we're just moving money from one account to another. We're not taking anything out to reduce the general fund or the unassigned fund balance. We're not lowering that at all.
Because at the end of the day, we still have an overage.
Yes, we have more than we started with.
But that don't, the way that question's written, it don't sound like that. It sounds like they're gonna need 229,000, even
That's why
though,
they're gonna discuss it.
even though the bills are already paid.
Yeah, I had to go with the lawyer's lead on this, so. We wrote a different question and they chopped it.
Just sounds like it's misleading. That's
Yeah,
all.
Even if you read it at its best, it still sounds like you're taking 50,000 out or 61. I mean, there's too many numbers in it.
I'm gonna make a motion to cease discussion and vote.
I second the motion.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Opposed? Abstained?
Who's running this meeting?
It's a free for all.
Second.
You wanna take a vote on it?
What's the question?
What's that?
The question,
The question,
this question.
this question. You wanna read it, Paul, or?
Yes, I can. So the town vote to appropriate $229,468.37 from the town's unassigned fund balance to cover overdrafts for fiscal year 2024 to 2025 and town accounts shown below.
All in favor?
Which you can.
7.
So,
Those opposed? Abstain? 700.
thank you. Thank you for coming out tonight.
Thank you.
Can we do a discussion on the, that conflict
Ethics policy.
ethics policy?
I'm trying to find the conflict of
That was it.
interest one, because that's what I should have gone. I should have gone with confidentiality. But I should have a copy of it in my bag. I just gotta dig for it for a second.
Me personally, I think it's perfect timing to go over this.
You don't wanna wait till more people are here?
That's up to you.
Well,
I'm
when
just asking.
when are we gonna meet again? That's the problem.
I don't know. When do you want to start the meeting?
I would say in January,
January?
or beginning of January.
Or do we want to start sooner? It's not as
Well, that's up
much
to them, but
That's
the
true.
budget.
I'll make a motion to wait for the chair and adjourn this meeting.
Well, I'm not in it, so I think we should discuss it now.
Well, I can still make a motion. Who's running it? Motion's been made.
So you guys
Oh, I
wanna
got
vote
it. I
on,
got your conflict of interest.
you guys wanna discuss, vote on discussing this or not?
Give me 10 seconds. Let me go print a
Fine with
copy of
talking about
this.
it as well.
Well, like I said, I think it's perfect time because shit that's been going on in the town. We were actually mowing in a different town, and people come over and they're talking to me about what's going on with our fire department and stuff. And like, I didn't even know nothing about it. It's like, what are you talking about? And then they started telling me shit that's getting posted on town pages, not town pages, but Facebook pages
Town pages.
about our fire chief and stuff. And of course, I'm blocked from them pages, so I don't even know what they're talking about. But yeah, I wonder.
I guess my question is the expectation that all of the select board is currently everybody on the select board has agreed to this policy? Everyone has signed it. Okay, that's good to know.
Okay, so here's your conflict of interest. That's what I wanted, not confidentiality.
So my question is, if this has been,
In my copy, I can't give you this one because I wrote on it. I mean, I could write it out real quick, but I highlighted stuff.
if this has been in
So this is the one, and then this was the conflict of interest. It's just a different format that Jen printed without the last page. So
if this was implemented in 2016, when has this actually been enforced? Because there's been stuff going on in town that have been unethical
well, that's why I
and
want us
conflict of
to.
interest.
That's why I want us to start.
Okay, so
We should
what's
be-
the big thing to start it now when it's been going on since 2016?
Because I was seeing in the last past year that we need to start being more respectful and acting better. And I think that with us starting to sign the ethics policies like we're supposed to, and the conflict of interest, we're moving forward, and maybe people will stop posting things online and
Yeah,
stop
right.
making nasty comments.
Yeah,
And because we need to be held to a higher standard, we're elected officials, just like everyone else.
Okay, so according to
And
this
that's-
policy, the chairman decides what's ethical and what isn't ethical, right? So is this the same chairman that was a selectman at the time, but he was writing the marijuana ordinances while he worked for a marijuana company? How isn't that a conflict of interest? That was never discussed.
I'm just trying to get us to start moving forward.
Okay, move forward, but
I'm not gonna.
conflict of interest. That's just like I bring it up every year. The road commissioner. Nothing against Zach. I don't know Zach. I don't know. He could walk in right now. I don't know him. How is that a conflict of interest using your own equipment to work on the town? Who's overseeing his work?
The select board.
Really? Which one? Who on the select board knows anything about doing roads? Answer my question. Do you know anything about roads?
No,
How doing grade and all that stuff?
no.
I would ask also, did we put the concrete work at the fire department out to bid? That was just done last week.
That was.
Is it to
It
code?
was donated.
So is it to code now?
I'm not sure.
So we're talking about ethics. We've been suing people for code violations, and our fire department is not to code. Seems like a pretty egregious ethics violation.
But it's the same thing. We got people doing road work.
I guess I'm just
Nobody-
trying to understand what weight this holds. I'm happy to sign it.
That was my question.
Yeah. What's the repercussions? Is there going to be a termination from office? Is there going to be?
We can't.
This is what I'm.
We can't terminate.
That's my
anything.
point.
You would have to be recalled unless you're appointed, and then you
Yeah.
can be taken off the board by
Right.
the select board.
Okay.
Well, what does that do? So once again, this goes back to my question about the subcontractors and the hot patch and everything. Say that there is a contractor that has some type of, I don't know if you call it ethics or overbilling or however you want to word it. I'm not saying that's what happened, but you don't spend that kind of money without it happening. How do you know it's happening if you guys aren't overseeing what's coming in for money and you don't know how much it costs? I mean, I get that we have a new we have new department heads in more than one department now. And, you know, some things will change. But if we're not changing it when the warrants come out and we see things week over week, as far as conflicts of not just what's posted online or what, but the day to day. If we're not monitoring that stuff, then it's toothless, you know. And I would sign it. I will gladly sign it. But if it's not going anywhere, I can't in good conscience sign something. It's selective enforcement. I said it, you know, sometimes with codes. Like, we'll go pick on this person, and they did it at the waterfront. One guy had money, so he didn't get sued. He got to settle. Guy 3 doors down didn't have money. The town sued the shit out of him, and he had to give up his land. It's not okay.
Well, it's the same.
It's in the same. To me, it's in the same vein. So, in good conscience, unless this is going to be applied unilaterally, and it is actually going to be repercussions.
That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm
Thank
having,
you for
I'm
that.
trying to have all the boards sign it. Like when he comes Tuesday, the appeals board's getting the same copy.
And I'll say the same shit I'm saying tonight. Just like Terry on Center Road. The town's after her all the time. They were gonna give her,
Terry can't sign it though.
they were gonna give her fines for doing, having tents up there. You got Bigelow Road, you go over there and you look at all the trailers that are out back there. Yeah, it is selective enforcement.
But moving forward, if we can fix that.
Okay, so-
My other question, before you go down your rabbit hole, how far down does this go? Because it says,
This
as of
is
right
saying
now,
town officials, employees.
Right,
Yep,
so
and I
like,
just redid the personnel policy and it's being sent to the lawyer and the selectmen are gonna check it one more time. And then I was gonna also have you guys sign that, cause it is written for employees, appointees, and elected officials.
And that pertains to the social media
Yes,
Yeah,
for the
number
fire
seven.
department.
for everyone.
That's
yeah,
everyone.
that's why I asked, like, how far does this go? Is it
Everyone,
elected, is
this
it appointed?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm having
Good to know.
everyone sign all the same things so that everyone's held to the same exact standard.
That's great. I love it.
Go ahead.
That's what you should do.
I've been also watching all the meetings, the selectmen meetings, and we see Zach in here, well, Zach is in here explaining what they're doing, what roads they're gonna shut down. That is more communication than we had with Scott.
Mhm.
And he hasn't even been in office that long, but at least he's attempting and trying to come across, this is what I'm spending money on.
Like I say, I don't know him or anything, but
Yeah,
in the past.
I don't think.
and I agree with you 100%. There was no
Who's on this
control
one?
or
I gave you the
anything.
wrong one the first
And I
time.
don't think I think everyone's happy with him, to be honest with you. The new road commissioner.
Okay, so number
I
seven
haven't
on
heard
this
anything
policy.
negative about him.
Number 7 on
We
this
also-
policy. I'm sorry.
Well, we also have, I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there, we have, the mother of a select board member who's appointed to this position, which, I mean, the ethics, my point is,
And
they,
I tried to abstain and they would not let me.
Excuse me?
so I think that
They
this,
wouldn't let you.
No, they would not let me. I tried. I can pull up the minutes for you.
So
They
my-
made me vote.
and so I guess what I'm trying to say, this is actually in support of you, Teresa,
Oh,
that,
thank you.
that, like, you're trying to develop these policies and yet you were put in a position where you were forced not to abstain. And so you yourself are trying to develop these policies, but yet you're not even being permitted to
Abide by them.
abide by them. So this is in support, my comment is in
Oh, thank
support of
I
you.
appreciate it.
So
I knew that was gonna come up.
I just think that I think I need to sit on this and sleep on this and think about this a little bit. That's my position on it.
Number 7 on this. This is the thing that I brought up.
I don't have mine anymore. You'll have to read it.
I don't blame you.
All persons bound by this policy shall strictly adhere to the expectations of this policy in all social media activity, whether it be starting an original thread or post or commenting on threads or postings previously established. So that is definitely a good one.
That's why I'm not signing it.
Yeah.
Because the shit that's posted on the page, like I say, we're mowing out of town and somebody comes over and starts talking to us about what's going on with the fire chief and stuff. It's like, what are you talking
It's
about?
the fire chief, it's everything. It's all.
But I applaud your efforts.
Thank you. And I agree.
So
A
how-
lot of the things that are posted online should not be posted.
Well, she shouldn't be posting at all, or else she shouldn't be on the board.
Well, anyone shouldn't be posting stuff. If you're a town employee, and if you do post things, you should be saying, I am a town employee and this is not a representative of the town. That goes for anyone that's
But
a
you
town
look at the
employee.
shit that she posts. I'm blocked from the page, but she tries to sway the people's vote,
But that's
people's
not,
opinion.
lots of people do, because I went through
But she,
and I found
so
a
what,
lot
why
of
is she
comments
signing it? Why is she signing this then?
from all kinds of people. This is for everyone.
Okay,
This
so how
isn't
is she
just one
allowed,
person.
how is she allowed to then? According to this.
Not that-
Yeah.
Not that I want to kick you, but I've saved so many posts on my phone where people that work for this town were kicking other people. And it shouldn't have happened. I'm sorry.
Well, and that's another thing is when I got elected, I went through a lot of this stuff so that we could try and enforce that they shouldn't be doing this kind of behavior, but we don't have any of these policies on file. So that's why I need everyone to sign them, because we don't have them on file.
So what's the
Because
consequences?
there hasn't been consistency.
What's the consequences? How many fire chiefs have we gone through because of shit that was posted? And they get run out of town?
Well,
Seriously,
Leasehold.
you want me to tell you?
It's a brotherhood.
we've gone through 4 fire chiefs in 8 years.
Well, we love the fire department.
Love them,
Let's stab them in the back though.
especially when they're down.
That's why I refuse to sign that, because the shit that goes on in town and nobody does anything. So what's the sense of you having a policy?
You know what I say though? I think that if Teresa is trying to do this, I think it is more than anyone has attempted to do before.
50, 100 years.
Yep, and I will support her in her
So-
endeavor.
Oh, I
This
support it the
is-
time it gets done.
So this is my personnel policy, and that is going to be the discipline process for people, because
Can I
a
look
lot
at
of
it?
it just has a couple notes, but we didn't.
So again, the
change it.
chairman decides whether there's discipline or
But-
not, right?
Maybe
That's-
maybe
no,
the
but
verbiage
this-
can be changed.
Going by the personnel policy, it's the whole board will decide.
Right. That was the way that I wrote it. It's brought up to the chairman, and if the chairman doesn't act, it's brought before the entire board. That's the way I interpret it. And if she does bring it to the lawyer, then they can ask that question, and the lawyer can interpret it however.
So I thought the ethics policy was fine the way it was written, and that's why I didn't rewrite it, and I went after the personnel policy.
But if you get somebody in bed with the chairman, what's gonna happen?
You're creating hypotheticals now.
Okay, it's a hypothetical. Let it be a hypothetical. You know nothing's gonna change.
I don't know that for a fact, nothing is definite. And it takes one step,
I'll wager money on it.
it takes one step.
Okay, so what, in the end of March? Is that how we're wagering it? How long does this wager gonna last?
I'm just saying, do you really think shit's
that's a
gonna,
legit question.
do you really think shit's gonna be stopped being posted?
Yeah, I do.
Seriously.
No, I seriously do, because what I was saving was people that worked on the fire department that were kicking other people. And I think now, if you have to sign that, I have to sign this when I went to work at the hospital. We all had to sign papers like this.
I think it's good. My only feedback would be to define insubordination. Just because that can be subjective. What you perceive as insubordinate could be different than what Paul perceives. That would be my only feedback, but I think that sounds really good.
You know who originally wrote this? Laura.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one was you,
I thought it was Ben.
Paul, and Chipper.
Oh, yeah, if it was with Chipper, yeah, it probably was us.
No,
Yeah,
I think it was Paul
Paul,
and
Laura,
Royce.
and Chipper.
Oh, it was the three of us.
I wasn't on the list.
No,
I was on with Ben.
Chip. You,
Chip.
me, and Chip.
Yeah.
The three of us. I mean, my only thing I would, how you could be very busy doing this part, or are you just gonna do this part, or, I mean,
She's dug into this one big.
Yeah.
And I
She's
even
done
did-
a good job.
And I did, like, with our union contract, I tried to make everything the same in there between all of us.
Yeah.
Because everyone should be held to the same standard.
I agree.
I think we should go into the new budget committee with a positive attitude.
I'm
Well, I think,
very
I think
excited
it's
for
pretty
budget
sad
this
when
year.
somebody from a,
Stop being so cynical.
when a neighboring town comes over and starts talking to you about Lebanon
That's in the
business.
past, we're moving forward.
No, it was just
It's not
last
that
week, so it
way.
wasn't in the
It's not that
past.
way. It's not.
We're moving forward.
Can I make a motion to table this until she brings it to the lawyer and we actually have a final revised?
So, well, this is, the ethics policy isn't changing. The personnel policy, when I'm done.
All told, but I mean,
You're
we're
gonna
kind of
get
like lumping
assigned.
everything
I second your
together.
motion.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Good job, Teresa.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for trying.
Yes.
Thank you.
Not trying, succeeding.
Yes. Very good
I
job.
haven't succeeded yet, because you didn't sign.
Baby steps, baby steps. I'm discussing it, so that's a step.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
So I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Yep.
It's 7:20.
Do we even have a secretary or whatever?